Hey folks, what's up? Mike Benton here from the Mike Benton team. How are you doing? Each and every week, as you know, we're getting out the videos, we're getting out the content, we're getting out good information that you could use to make better educated decisions on what your next step is in the real estate world. So today we're going to talk about making the call to sell your house. What does that mean? So here's kind of what we go through and what I pass on to our potential clients about what we're going to do and what we're going to look for when we get that call. So ring, 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 the phone call comes in. Hey, Mike, hey, Tina, we want to sell our house, which is awesome. But let's go through the process. So the very first question I'm going to ask is, number one, are you ready to sell? There's a lot to go into selling. You got to box up your house. You got to clean your house. You might have to do some repairs. You got to find out where you're going. There's showings. You got to keep the house, the lights on, the curtains open. You know what I mean? There's a lot of work that goes into it. So are you truly ready to sell? Number two, is your house truly ready to sell? Now, I get phone calls all the time. I'm selling it as is. Well, that's fine. But just remember, your goal is to get the most money for the sale. The buyer's is to spend the least amount of money. Anytime the house has conditions that are not favorable, it's going to drive the price down. What is a $100 fix for you is a $1,000 repair for a buyer. So our goal is to make sure the house is the most presentable it can be to get the most bang for the buck. I can't tell you how many times I'll have somebody call us and go, well, the neighbor down the street got X, Y, and Z. And then when you pull up the photos, well, yeah, they did. Here's why. They updated the kitchen, the bathroom, new roof, new HVAC, blah, 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 blah. And yours are still dated 1986. There's the same neighborhood, same piece of land, but two different homes. So the first two questions, are you ready? And is the house ready? Let's say I'm good. I am ready. We're ready. The family's ready. The kids are ready. Whatever. We're ready. Now we're going to move to the next one. There are 4 areas that are going to affect the sale of your house. And you need to understand these. You got to understand these because I'm not worried. Because once you answer yes to the top 2 questions, I'm not worried about the market. I'm not worried about the economy. I'm not worried about interest rates. I'm not worried about elections. We have zero input on all those items. So what we want you to focus on are the 4 areas that will affect your sale. Number 1 is location. I can't move the house. Might try, but we can't move it. If you're in a certain zip code, if you're in a certain subdivision, you have certain neighbors, there's nothing we can do about that. But location will affect the value in the sale of your house. Number 2, marketing. The good news for you, we're the best in the business. In all honesty, what we want to do is marketing is important. Make sure there's professional photos, not cell phone photos. Make sure there's, when possible, videos, when possible, drones. Not every house needs those 2 things because of where they're located. We want to make sure it's fully filled out, the floor plans, the measurements. We want to make sure that when we put your house on the market, it goes out to everybody and everybody wants to see it. So market is important, and we really do feel we're the best in the business. Number 3 is condition. Condition will affect the value of your home. Now, there are some things that you'll hear me say when I come to your house, say, this is an onion. Here's what I mean. Let's say we go into your kitchen, and it is original 1986. Flooring, cabinetry, countertop, appliances, whatever. And you go, I want to change the flooring. And I say, well, what about the cabinets? What about the countertop? What about the appliances? What about the fixtures? See, everything's an onion in a house. If you do one thing, what about the next? What about the next? What about the next? What about the next? What we want to do is when you look at the condition, take away the, oh no, look how bad this is. Some of the simplest things to do is paint, clean, deep clean, deep clean. Flooring, different things of that nature. But really when we look at the condition, what we want to do is say, is it going to return the bang for the buck? Some items that you do will just help you sell it faster, which will save you a house payment, taxes, or repairs. So we'll evaluate the condition and give you the best course of action for that. Sometimes it's better to leave it alone and just get a little bit less money, but you're not coming out of your pocket, if that makes sense. Now, the fourth one, it's the most sensitive one that you have. And this is the fourth area is the one that's connected to the most sensitive nerve in your body, and that's your money. So when we look at the price, we will know pretty quick. We show up, we do everything we said, we put it on the market, we'll know in 10 days. Or a great weekend, like a really nice weekend. If we get a lot of showings, no offers, if we get no showings, it's going to tell us a little bit. Also, every time we have a showing, we're going to ask for feedback. We'll get that information, give that to you, and then really sit down and come up with a game plan. We normally will know pretty quick if we nailed it or not. Pretty quick. And I say 10 days. It's a number that over the last 26 years have worked for me. 10 days or a good weekend. If we get the activity, we'll know real quick where we stand. So those are the four areas that affect the sale of a house. Now, when you look at the value of your house, there's three values. There's tax value. That's what the tax person is charging you property tax on. You always want that low. Let's say your house is worth $400 and the tax value is $200. Shh, don't say anything because you're paying taxes off of that. All right. The next one is appraised value. Appraised value is really to protect the bank. It's not about you. It's not about the buyer. It's to protect the bank. Because to me, the value is really based upon the buyer and the seller coming up with an agreed amount term. But that's not how it works when you borrow money. The banks want to make sure that the house is worth, per the appraiser, what their loan is going to be. And the third one is market value. We could have a house appraised for $400,000, but the market says it's only worth $350,000. Just the way it is. What matters is market value, folks. Market value, market value. Market value is the person that's willing to give you money to take this house off your hands. So I know I hit you with a lot of stuff, but what we want to do is make sure if you were thinking about selling today, 6 months, a year, 2 years from now, call us today so we can sit down and walk your house. There's no better time than today to start preparing your house for a sale of tomorrow. What you don't want to do is add more stress to your plate, and that is be behind the gun. We see it all the time. 9 out of 10 times it's procrastination on the seller that causes the headache. They wait till the last minute to do something. So here's what we want to do. In closing, please give us a call. Listen to this video. Hit us up if you have any questions. Let us know that you want us to come by and sit down. There's no fee, there's no cost, but I think we can put a plan together that makes sense for you down the road. So give us a call so you can experience the Benton benefits. God bless you, and I hope this helps you. I hope it makes sense, and we're here for you. Have a good one.